What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another hardcore classic WoW video. So today we have some pretty huge drama that we need to talk about, which is sparking a big conversation in the classic WoW hardcore scene. So something happened today, or I guess yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video and when I get this one out, but there was a big wipe in the hardcore elite guild where someone griefed their entire Naxxramas raid. And this is sparking a big conversation about griefing in hardcore classic WoW and the length of which griefers are going to go to when it comes to griefing other people in actual hardcore classic WoW. So in this video I want to have a chat about that before I go live. I'm about to go live on Twitch and Kick, the links are down below if you want to have like a further discussion about this as well. I just want to make this video and get my thoughts out there beforehand, that way you can hear my opinions and leave yours in the comments down below. We'll be taking a look at the full clip, why he did what he did, and what this could mean for the future of hardcore classic WoW. Without further ado though, let's just get into the clip so you know exactly what I'm talking about here. So for this one, we can just go over to Twitch real quick, just hide my face for a second because it's not really that important, and take a look at Tiny Violin 69, which is the one who griefed the raid pretty much. It's hardcore elite. So right here you can see they're about to pull the 4 horsemen in Naxxramas, which is a pretty difficult encounter, and it's very easy to grief if the right person is actually intending to grief. So if I skip ahead to where the pull actually happens, you can see right here, for example, a bunch of people are dead. This is when the grief has happened. So if we go back a little bit over a minute, we can see this is where the pull is starting. And I'm just going to play the entire clip, talk a little bit over the clip as well, so you can see exactly what's happening here. But basically, this is a tank. And when you're tanking the 4 horsemen, you're supposed to be in 4 different corners and never stack them on top of each other. Now, any tank at any point, if you're intending to grief, can grief this raid pretty easily by just stacking the horsemen or going to the wrong corner. Now some people are saying he might have gone to the wrong corner like by mistake, but this is definitely a grief. And yeah, you can see right here he's intentionally going to the other corner. A brave warrior tried to taunt the boss right here and pull him away from the raid because he saw the grief beforehand. F's in chat for him, but really brave and tried to actually save the raid. But you can see right here he's going to use a mark and is going to absolutely demolish the raid. Even if you, like right here, you can see a bunch of people died. More of them are going to die afterwards as well. Like over time, more and more people are dying. Some were able to Hearthstone out, but overall I think 36 out of 40 people died due to one grief right here from one person, right? So just gonna let this clip play out so you can see exactly what happens. You can see right now there's only 3 people alive, and some of them might even be like not actually alive. I think Calamity made it out by Hearthstoning, but some of the priests might literally be in, what is it called, spirit form, to keep healing. And you can see they're slowly dying, and yeah, pretty much the entire raid is gone, right? From one person that wanted to grief the raid. And this has sparked a big conversation about griefing in hardcore classic WoW in the future on the official hardcore series that I want to talk about right now. So here's the thing, this is a type of grief that there's pretty much nothing you can do about, right? In some cases, even if you use something like Petri Flask, it will still kill you through that as well, or you just have no idea the incoming damage is about to happen. If you have a one-shot mechanic, for example, and that one-shot mechanic happens in a split second, there's no way the raid leader can call out Petri unless he knows that's happening beforehand. It's also like Blizzard has done a lot of good things on the PTR to actually work against griefing, where for example they're splitting so you can no longer pull a mob from Blasted Lands to Stormwind, like for example Terramus. They will have a 500 yard range or something like that, so if you pull the mob basically out of the zone, it will reset back again, in which case they've done a lot of good things. For example PvP as well, you can no longer just randomly target someone at a Flight Master. Instead of targeting the Flight Master, they've made it so you have to actually /PvP to opt in for PvP. They've been doing a bunch of things to fix griefing in the open world, but this is a type of griefing there's pretty much nothing Blizzard can do about, and the griefers will definitely take advantage of this method. What I imagine will happen here is exactly what we just saw in that clip, happening later down the line as well for official hardcore servers. Maybe not for a while, because they want to build some fake trust and then wipe people in, for example, Blackwing Lair or Naxxramas. The longer these griefers wait in plain sight or hide in plain sight, the more damage they can cause later down the line. Like for example this warrior right here. I imagine he has raided for and with these people for a long time and just waited for this moment. Like, I'm just gonna play this clip one more time. You can see he has 2 Petri flasks in his bags, and this is common that they usually have 2 Petris in their bag. Like, pretty much every single raider should have 2 Petris in this case, because they can chain them back to back. In some cases, you do need 2 Petris to actually survive, so they just want to make sure everyone in the raid has 2 Petris. And even with 2 Petris in their bags, you can see a bunch of people in this raid, 36 out of 40, actually dying, because once again, it's a one-shot mechanic. It's very difficult to actually be prepared for this one. Like, if anything, maybe they should have popped the Petri when they saw the warrior bringing the headless horseman over to that corner. Like, at that point, one of the warriors, for example, tried to taunt him away, which was a very heroic move, and he was almost a hero for pulling that off, but the warrior brought him right back into the other corner and griefed them. But still, the other guy tried. But at this point, when you see the warrior right here going to this corner, that's a pretty obvious grief in my opinion, and the warrior who did the taunt right there to try to save the group probably called it out, and right now you should use Petris. At this point right here, just use Petri number 1, because you see he's standing in this corner for a reason. He's in this corner, like on... He's deliberately in the corner trying to grief, so maybe you could argue they could have used Petris 2 or 3 seconds beforehand when they saw him being in the corner, but at that point maybe they were just focusing too much on the fight. There was too many things going on voice chat, you never really know, but a couple of them actually made it out. Once again, pretty much the entire raid team though did wipe here. Pretty sad scenario, and it's one that I think we'll see repeat itself, because once again, the amount of effort these griefers are willing to put in to actually grief someone later down the line is insane. You can also see there's actually a couple of viewers that want to see this happen, because the second he did this grief, he's getting gifted subs. There's a community of people that want to see streamers and just regular people get griefed, which is also kind of sad to see. It's just yeah, they get attention for griefing other people, just getting their fun from taking fun away from other people. And we saw this in Season of Mastery as well. They are deliberately leveling up to level 60, playing the game for 12 hours every single day, targeting people, especially streamers and just regular players, and they wake up. They find a way to make others have less fun, and that's how they have fun, by griefing other people 24/7. That's pretty much all they want to do in the game, right? Which is very sad to see, and it's something we'll see happen again. If they went to the effort of leveling to level 16 in Season of Mastery and then play for 12 hours per day, just griefing people, having like a griefing Discord server, they will definitely do the same thing on official hardcore servers. When you literally only have one life, there's no appealing system, and a griefer is just gonna have so much fun on those servers. It's gonna be interesting, but also sad to see. And the thing is, this is once again a griefing method that Blizzard can't really do anything about. It's all up to the players here to actually have some player agency, or you have to trust the people you're raiding with very closely. It's like you almost want to know them in real life, that way you're all a group of friends just raiding together, because one random person could be a griefer hiding in plain sight who is going through the effort of gearing up a level 60 character, joining your raids, raiding for some weeks, building trust, and then griefing you at the very last moment before you reach whatever your guild's goal is. Whether that is doing Kel'Thuzad hardcore, Naxxramas hardcore, or if you just want to clear Molten Core, right, and do Ragnaros, there could be a griefer in your raid at any time who's going to disrupt the entire raid, and if there is a one-shot mechanic, which we have a couple of in Classic WoW, then any griefers are definitely going to take advantage of that. Now that all of the other griefing methods, or most of them, have been nerfed or fixed by Blizzard, like for example PvP, and also dragging mobs, right? Griefers will always find a way to grief, which it's a sad reality. But I think this is something we'll see a bunch of on the official hardcore servers. It's just something I wanted to talk about today, the actual, even though you think griefing has been fixed, like, I've been very hopeful about this until this happened, which sparked a thought in my head. The griefers are definitely going to do exactly this. They will join your raid guild, they will pretend to be someone who they're not, they will gain your trust, they will gear up with you, and after a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, they will then grief the raid as much as they can. So always be unprepared for that to happen, but I just wanted to talk about this today. A very sad scenario to see, because I've been paying attention to the actual hardcore raiding scene, both for EU and NA, so this was really sad to see. Either way, just wanted to talk about that. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the, I guess it's drama at this point, but also the griefing methods and the entire griefing scenario here. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And once again, I'm going to be live on Twitch and on Kick for a couple of days. I'm trying to stream as much as I can leading up to the official hardcore series to prepare myself for the launch and just to have some fun as well. I'm practicing a bunch of Warlock gameplay, so today we'll be making a level 1 Warlock and trying to do a couple of leveling strategies and seeing which one could be the best one. Once again, the links are down below. As always though, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.